Perfect. Looks like we're live now. Hey guys, hey everybody. I hope a lot of people are watching because I have a big announcement. Let's see if we're live on Instagram. Perfect. Now we're live on Instagram as well. Looks like two people are watching. If you're watching, say hello because as you can see, my background has changed, and that's what the new announcement is. I'm at a different place. I have a bunch of different bottles to show you guys today. So many bottles. Some new ones like the Bowman Brothers. There's also the J. Rieger Distillery, so the Rieger Sweet Mash Straight Bourbon Whiskey. But yeah, a lot of bottles. Three people watching right now. Hey Shannon, I knew you would be here. Shannon, Mr. Fuentes, Mike, Greg, if you guys are here, say hello. If you guys are not, I'll be a little upset. I'm just kidding. I won't be upset, but I hope you guys come because I have a huge announcement. So the store I'm in right now, we just purchased this store about it's I guess we started the talks with the sellers in back in March when Whiskey Library really took off, and it was something that was close to our hearts. So we started it, and we started the negotiations. Honestly, I didn't know if it would go through, so I didn't really mention it to anybody. But today was the date, and that's why I was a little skeptical whether or not I want to do this Friday night pour today. Hey, Mr. Fuentes, I was just talking about you. Hey, Greg, how are you? Good to see you. So I was just saying about in March or April, about 6 months back, 6 or 5 months back, we started our negotiations for a liquor store because we were really seeing that Whiskey Library was taking off. A lot of people were purchasing from us. A lot of people believed in us. So we started this thing as a passion project, but turned into something more meaningful for us. And as you can see, my background has changed. It's a liquor store. So the beautiful town of Northport, New York. I'm from Long Island, so I love Long Island. That's why I always talk about the Rough Rider, which is from Long Island Spirits. Cool guy, which we have a tasting for next week at our Friday night pour. But the tasting is going to be here at this store. And yeah, so we bought this store. Today was our closing date, and it's been a really hectic day. I'll give you guys a tour of the whole store. I'm currently connected to my laptop, so I'll try to not be clumsy with anything. But there's a bunch of different things we're working on. Let me just set the tracking so that it perfect. So there's a bunch of things we're working on right now. In the back here, you can see there's a few bottles, a few shelves and stuff. This used to be a wine store. I'll show you guys the back of the store as well, and the outside as well. It's right on Main Street, right by the water, by the yacht club. The Wi-Fi might disconnect a little bit. Not sure if the Wi-Fi is still smooth, but it's called Cork Tree Wine and Liquor right now, but it's going to be changed to Whiskey Library. Uh, it's just a cool street, and I'm just here holding my laptop. Um, but yeah, that's the store. Wish I had a hand here. Perfect. We've got some gins, a lot of wines. It's a predominantly wine store. I'll show you guys the back now. Thank you so much, Greg. Thank you, Shannon. I want to. My goal is to make this store as fun as possible with lounge, a tasting area. That's why me and Harpawan and one of my friends, we all of us were just moving the shelves here and just working hard to make sure all the stuff gets taken care of. And it's a fun place for bourbon lovers, not just wine people, because we want to liquidate a lot of wine stuff and replace it with a lot of bourbon. Right now, the bourbon that we do have is all sitting up here. I don't know if you can see. It's all sitting up here. Let me get rid of this stuff. Okay, it's all sitting up here. All the wine is here. Sorry, all the bourbon is here. Just been a busy day. It's one of those days. And then we also have the wine cellar here. Let me just open this door. And don't worry, I'm gonna get to the tastings. Hope I don't break anything. There's some really old vintage wines. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you. You want to hold some of these wines? Look at this. So this bottle, this is one of the coolest looking labels I've seen because it's so old. It looks as though it's like 30 or 40 years old. I know nothing about wines, supposed to spare me, but this is like the wine cellar. This is where all the I guess I would call these expensive wines. I don't know. I mean, I don't really like wine. Not a big fan. Just not my cup of tea. I like bourbon. I like sipping on my bourbon, the sweet bourbon. So that's what I'm sticking to. Let me take you guys to the back. But before that, there's a sherry cask sitting here. So this is a sherry cask. It's a wine cask. So French oak. And then this is the back. This is where we'll be shipping a lot of the orders for Whiskey Library. Right now, it's packed with a lot of wine inventory, but there's going to be me, AJ, and her Pawan, and be a helping hand, helping us ship a lot of orders, ship a lot of mystery boxes, hopefully. So yeah, we're going to move our fulfillment from the previous retail store that we have to this store. So that's the store here. Perfect. Another thing is the register here. This is the register. This is the map of Northport. So I'll actually show you guys where everything is. I'm just a little excited right now because never really had a store, never been in the retail business. So this is the map of Northport. This is the where all the yachts are and all the stuff is. And then this right here is our store, uh, just around here. So this is where we are, and then we usually park our cars here because it's free parking there. And then this whole shelf is going to be just open bourbon bottles. And this shelf actually is too small. We're going to make a larger shelf with all the tasting bottles up here instead of other liqueurs and stuff like that. But yeah, I was very excited to announce all of this to you guys because it's a big day, and there's not much bourbon in the back, but I would like there to be a lot more good craft bourbon from different stores. Greg, I know I learned this one thing about people always say about real estate. It's location, location, location. About business as well, and it's just very lucky, very grateful that we found this location. So cheers to that. Even though there's nothing here, cheers to that. And let's start pouring some good bourbons because I know some of you guys don't, you guys wait to open your bottles for the Friday night pour, and that's why I want to not miss a day of doing the Friday night pour, not miss a Friday. I was seriously considering not doing it today because just being a busy day. So what do you guys want to start with? Let me show you guys what I have today. What I have lined up. I have the water, which I'll take off because we'll need a lot of it later. So I have Hill Rock, Rough Rider. The new ones that I have not tasted before, I personally have never tasted these, is the Rieger Distillery. So J. Rieger. Let me just unplug this. Perfect. So I've got the Rieger Distillery. So J. Rieger, this is Missouri bourbon. I really want to go to these guys because they're right beside the place where they store the B2 bombers, and the owner was like, I'll give you a tour of the facility, maybe you get to see the B2 bombers. So that's that. There's also the Trails End, which is Oregon. There's the Bauman Brothers. So this is also a really good bottle. Frey Ranch, which is my favorite, and then Sagamore. I don't have a lot of new stuff, which you can notice because of the store opening. But you know what I have? I do have all these samples. So a lot of these samples, I'll place them out. One of them is also the 416 barrel that people can't stop talking about. But first, let's just open one bottle. Rough Rider? Sounds good. Sounds good, Mr. Fuentes. Let's open the Rough Rider. Okay, I'll put this back up here. I have a lot of space this time because every single time I'm in that crammed room and I can't really move my camera too much. I have that one small table, and today I just feel very nice because I have all of this space where I can just operate properly and do the Friday night pour. Rough Rider, I know some of you guys posted in your in the Facebook group about the Rough Rider. People love the Rough Rider, and you know what? This is the brandy cask for a double oaked bourbon that's been finished in brandy casks and such. It's a really cheap bottle. It's a good price for this. I can already smell the fruit coming through. I'll give it a heavy pour this time. Yeah, Sean, Rough Rider is amazing. I like it. I have a sticker on. I just had these two glasses because I was like, shoot, we had the Friday night pour. Do we have glasses around? So, you know, just have this glass. Actually, the notes come through a lot through this glass rather than the Glencairn. I know the whiskey industry loves the Glencairn glasses, but this glass is not bad. When do you anticipate the new location being open? Uh, Probably Monday. There's so many people who walk in from that door, and I have to. It breaks my heart to tell them that we're closed and we, legally can't be open. So we've locked the doors. I mean, right, not right now, but we're closed. So until Monday, we're closed. But then on Monday, when the license comes through, and everything's up and running in the place, we'll be up and running. And feel free to stop by. Before you stop by, Shannon or anybody from the group, I'm going to make this place a very nice place to hang out. A lot of open bottles for tasting, so that you guys can taste stuff that you've never before. And yeah, just a nice hangout spot. Wow. So in the nose, I'm getting a lot of oak. I'm not getting as much cherry or as much fruit as I would get in a lot of the other bourbons. This one's also a fruit finished bourbon. So this is finished in Albarino cask. It's a rye whiskey, which tastes much more fruitier. This tastes much more oaky in the nose. Actually, that was a big gulp. I'm pretty used to drinking from the Glencairn, so this is a first. Because from the Glencairn, you can sip very little sips. In here, it's impossible to sip little sips. My first time drinking from this glass. I understand now why whiskey people don't drink from this glass and only wine people do. Champagne. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm getting a lot of grape notes. A lot of not very tannic grapes, just green grapes. Let me just clean my palate. That big gulp just too big for me. So I like to drink whiskey, and when I'm tasting any bourbon, I like to take a sip as if I'm drinking really hot coffee, and I don't know how hot it is. So I just want to take a very small sip just to let it surface all over my tongue. Okay, perfect. I'll use this as my water glass. What is everybody here sipping on? Okay. Now I'm getting some tannic notes. Lower proof bourbons. I've learned lately that Glencairn glasses are better suited for Scotch, Irish whiskey, and lower proof bourbons. I've started doing my tastings of higher proof bourbons in rock glasses to reduce the overwhelming ethanol smell. That makes sense. We actually ship out like so many rock glasses, even with the mystery box orders. I don't think I have a rock glass in my collection of glasses that I have. So next time I'm gonna try the rock glass method. I'm gonna just steal one from the store. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of tannic notes now. Overall, not a bad whiskey. I like it. But I don't like it as much as some of the other stuff that is on the table. But again, for the price, it's a really good uh, double cast bourbon. I don't think you can get this good of a double cast bourbon. Actually, I think I mean Evan Williams is not really a cast strength bourbon. Uh, oh, this is not either. So it's good, but it's not one of my favorite bourbons. You're not sipping tonight. Oh wow, I like hunting. Although I haven't really been hunting. I've seen people hunting, and I like watching the hunting videos and all of that. And I would like to hunt one day. Um, just not been. What's your daily sipper if you had to pick one? See, it keeps changing because every time I will just land on one good bottle and I will just obsess with it, and then I will move on to another bottle. But that was Rough Rider. Um, if I'm speaking right now, my daily sipper for a long time used to be the Trails and Tenure. Uh, the barrel pick that was shipped a sample of, not the blended one. I had a barrel pick sample, and hopefully we can drop the Trails and barrel pick or a single barrel soon. Maybe in late September or mid September or something like that. I'm still talking to them about the logistics of it. The Sagamore lately has been my daily sipper. Other than that, this one I wouldn't call it a daily sipper because I'm pretty conservative with bourbon hunting. Yeah, bourbon hunting is the best. That's what I'm used to. I wouldn't call this a daily sipper because I'm very conservative with how much I pour because I don't want to finish this one because this is a small batch bourbon. So this batch is number 16. I think they only use like I don't know how many barrels they use in a batch, but I'm scared I might not find another one of these, and it is just a cherry bomb. So I this is my daily sipper if you want to call it that. Uh, but this one's also really good, which is all coming from me because I I'm not a big fan of rye whiskeys. I don't like rye whiskeys. So let's move on from the Rough Rider to something else. What do you guys want to sip on now? So I've got the Bauman Brothers, the Frey Ranch, the Trails End, Hill Rock, J. Rieger Distillery. So this is the Rieger, um, and then the Sagamore. And let me line up the samples as well. I've got single barrel sample from Taconic Distillery up in upstate New York. I have also got some Drumshanbo gin. Gin is I guess gin is my favorite spirit to sip on, but I don't sip on it every day. But I just like when I do. So I just like the floral notes. This is my favorite. This is my favorite of all time. This is the World Whiskey Society Doc Holiday 10-year barrel number 416. This is my favorite of all time ever. So there we go. Somebody just walking into the store and we have to tell them that we're not open. Breaks my heart. Actually, I'll leave this out. This is like a gag gift. It's a peanut butter flavored whiskey. They actually add too much sugar in this, so I guess I'll taste this in the end. I don't want to ruin my palate. I don't like speaking badly about other whiskeys, but that's just not my cup of tea. This is a 412, a Ducks Unlimited barrel. So Ducks Unlimited is another, creation from World Whiskey Society. Um, you know what? Shannon must be very happy that I have all the World Whiskey Society stuff out here. I'm still not done. Oh my God, this is so red. It looks very red. This is the Boone County still whiskey. It's also a bourbon, I think, at 99.8 proof. So that's a Boone County. You've never had any Doc Holiday yet? If we have the 10-year 416, I think that's the one you should snag. I think there's still one bottle remaining. I mean, that's the one bottle that I have, I had, and I ran out. But yeah, this is the 391. This was our second barrel pick, I think. This was Harpoon's favorite barrel pick, and 416 was my favorite. And I always tease him for that because 416 is what people like, and 391 is what people don't like. So, I guess he has a much more Scotch palate. This is a Field and Sound brandy cask. Okay, here's the thing. I prefer Field and Sound more than I prefer Rough Rider, but that's just me. Rough Rider is also really good. What else? I'm just honest. I don't hide stuff. I also got the Iron Smoke Distillery. This is bottled in bond from Iron Smoke. So yeah, you guys know everything now that's on the table. So let me know what you guys want to try. I'll just wait for you guys. I got Hill Rock in my last box. So if nobody says anything, I'll just try Hill Rock. Even though I have before, I'll just try Hill Rock next. So that's right here. This one. Unless you guys want me to try something else. Okay, perfect. I'll try Hill Rock since nobody said anything. I'll make an announcement soon, by the way, about my trip to Kentucky and Indiana. So I'm going to Kentucky and Indiana. Yeah, Hell Rock. Okay, good choice. So I'm going to Kentucky and Indiana. I'll be picking about 16 or 17 barrels. So that's going to be fun. I want some of you guys to join me if you guys can. I will post a schedule of what distilleries I'll be going to on what date. I was just figuring things out, ironing just the logistics of it is pretty hard because one distillery will be in Lexington, the other one will be in Louisville, the other one will be in Newport. New Riff is in Newport, Frankfort, and then all of those different towns. So it's pretty hard to navigate the driving times to each and coordinate like three different barrel picks in one day, because that's my goal. I'll be there for 4 days. I want to do at least about 15 to 20 barrel picks. So let's see what happens. Hill Rock, here we go. So this is our barrel pick, Hill Rock PX Pedro Jimenez cask finish. So this is a Solera aged bourbon. The Solera aging is a pretty unique technique. It's done in wine, I believe, in a lot of parts of Europe, in Spain and stuff. So what they do is they pour some bourbon or wine, whatever it is, in a cask, and then on the top floor of the cellar, and then they will transfer some after every interval to the lower and lower and lower casks. So then I guess when I first heard about it, I was like, the the bourbon or the wine that is in the cask doesn't get to mature completely, and you're taking it off. So I guess it would affect the maturing a little bit, but it doesn't. It really tastes good. I don't know if it's that or the PX finish itself, because the Pedro Jimenez sherry is, and I learned this pretty recently. Actually, I'll get some water. I learned it pretty recently that the Pedro Jimenez sherry wine is one of the thickest sherry wines out there. So extremely viscous, extremely sweet. So when you put it like that, I thought of cough syrup, but it tastes nothing like cough syrup. It's not too sweet. It's not too viscousy. Oh my god! Compare this with any other thing up here. Actually, I don't want to disrespect the Frey Ranch. It's really good, but this stuff exists out there, which is pretty cool because this is really good. Oh wow, it's when people say smooth, they mean that the alcohol doesn't really burn. But what I mean by smooth in this context is that it just flows down your tongue. It's just it's just really good. It has soft winter wheat notes. Not sure of the mash bill on this, but it has very soft winter wheat notes on the nose, and on the finish, it's it's raisins, a lot of raisins on the finish, and it smells like raisins as well. So the finish is like raisins. It's like a slow burn, exactly, because it's a pretty high proof bourbon. I'm going to try adding some water to this just to see how it affects the smells and the flavor. So what I do is I just keep the cap slightly open, and then I just do this. There's a few drops of water in here. Perfect. Look at the legs. Oh yeah, it does change a lot with water. The first time I tried this, I thought it was very nutty. I'm not getting any nut. I'm just getting a lot of dried fruit, raisins, very heavy on the raisins, and you can just smell the sweetness come through. So that's pretty nice because you can tell that it's not too sweet. It's just perfectly sweet where it soothes your tongue and just goes down. And this tastes very different with that water added. So it's like tasting another bourbon. Yeah, it does change a lot with water. The finish also, the finish is completely different. The finish is much sweeter now with water somehow. Um, yeah, the finish has some figs and some raisins. That's what I'm getting. Wow, really good. The bottle is so nice too. The bottle looks very fancy. It's like a good gift to give somebody. Perfect. What's next, guys? I'm surprised nobody said the Rieger because that's a new one. I'm pretty excited to try it. So that's the Rieger. I think I'm hiding it a little bit. So this is the Rieger straight bourbon whiskey. And then I'm also surprised nobody pointed out the barrels samples. So the Doc Hardy 416, the Boone County. Um, this is what the 391, the Field and Sound brandy cask. Go ahead and try that one. Which one? The Rieger? Is this the one you're saying I should try, Sean? You've never heard of Rieger, so they're from Missouri. And what's cool about Missouri, I think this is the first Missouri bourbon that I've added in the Friday Night Pour. Mr. Fuentes 391 is the second one. Right after this, I promise I'll try the 391. Let me throw out the Hill Rock, which is pretty sad, breaks my heart. So what's cool about Missouri bourbon is that in the state of Missouri to be able to make bourbon, and I don't know if this is a state regulation or whatever, just a distillery owner that I was speaking to. I don't know if it was Andy Rieger or somebody else, but they told me that any bourbon that's made in Missouri and called a Missouri bourbon, which this is a Missouri Rieger bourbon. So Kansas City, Missouri. So any bourbon that's made in the state of Missouri has to be made from crops that were grown in Missouri. So the distiller's beer needs to be fermented using the grains that were made in Missouri, in the state of Missouri. Uh, the the distillation needs to happen in the state of Missouri. So you can't just buy MGP juice and then repackage it. And the aging has to be done in Missouri oak. So not just American oak; it needs to be new Missouri oak barrels, which pretty fascinating. Thankfully, Missouri makes a lot of America's barrels, so it's not very hard to find Missouri oak barrels. But that's a fun fact that I learned the other day. Everything's made in Missouri, so the Missouri bourbon people, they take a lot of pride in Missouri bourbon. The distilleries also take a lot of pride in that. So this is the J. Rieger Distilleries, Rieger Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Um, let's pop it open. Another thing I learned is I tried the J. Rieger's Kansas City whiskey, which is basically 98% bourbon, and it's about 2% sherry wine. So that's a very unique concept. Never heard of somebody mixing bourbon with sherry wine because as a distillery owner, it really doesn't make sense if I was a distillery owner because now that you've gone through this entire process of making bourbon and now you're mixing 2% sherry wine into it. Now you legally can't call it bourbon, so you're not able to sell it for what you were able to sell it before. But that was for the longest time that was my favorite whiskey out there until I got more into bourbon and my palates got more um, accustomed to bourbon itself. But Rieger. So this is actually from the new store. This is part of the inventory that we bought. So I'm just gonna pop it open and keep it on the shelf once I'm done, so that I can have it as a tasting bottle up there. Perfect. Glass is fully washed, even though I can still smell some fruit come through. Oh wow. I'm getting a lot of apple notes. What is that one note that I'm getting? Very fruity. This is not supposed to be this fruity. I guess it's a sweet mash rye, but sweet mash bill. So it's fermented with sweet mash, which I recently didn't know what sweet mash is, and I googled it. And they said that they don't use any of the previous fermentation mash, which is called sour mash. But then this is sweet mash. So Jack Daniels famously is a sour mash whiskey, which I think I have in the back. And then one of the whiskeys here should be sweet mash whiskey. Oh yeah, I got the Jack Daniels right here. This is a big bottle. Oh my god, it's so heavy. This is a 1.75 liter bottle. I won't be opening it tonight. Uh, I think this is a sour mash. So you see here it says sour mash. So that just means that they use the previous fermentation yeast and the sort of distiller's beer to mix in with the new one, so that you always have an essence of the previous one. I don't know if I'm getting that accurately, but if somebody here knows, maybe just put it in chat. But yeah, but this is really sweet. It's really fruity. It does not taste like how it smells. It's not sweet at all for a bourbon. It's actually very tannic. It's very tannic. It has a scotch vibe to it. I don't know what it is, but the finish is just very leathery and not sweet. Very, it's not earthy. I don't know what the word is, but it's very leathery. It's not sweet at all. It's not a See, nose is one department that I'm good at. I don't understand the tasting notes as well. I'll be honest, I don't understand the flavors of the finish as well. But the nose, I'm able to. Everybody has their own notes, but I guess adding some water helps, and maybe comparing 10 different whiskeys and trying to. So this is an exercise me and my friends do, which is we just pour different whiskeys into different glasses, and they will ask me, hey Arnav, you literally taste so many whiskeys, let's see if you're actually good at it. And they will ask me which match the whiskeys with different things. So exactly, yeah. Try smelling with each nostril, because sometimes some people's left nostril might not be as strong, and the right nostril might be stronger. And the more whiskeys that you smell, the more um, used to you will get to smelling whiskeys. And I mean, I'm a newbie too. I learned all of this in like 2 months, in the last 2 months. So before these 2 months, if you asked me which whiskey is the best here, I'd be like, they all taste the same. It's all ethanol at the end of the day, and blah 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 blah. But now you bring this to me, and you ask me what this is, I'll say this is Dr. Pepper, because it's a cherry bomb. It's I don't think I've smelled some. I don't think I've smelled an alcoholic drink before that has so much cherry in it. This is the most cherry drink I've smelled before until now. But yeah, this smells very fruity, but on the taste somehow it's not sweet. It's just leathery, which, you know what, I'm not a big fan of, but sometimes people like it. people like it being not sweet. But for a bourbon, I like bourbon. I like the way bourbon tastes and smells and the way it does things to me. So I like my sweet bourbon. And the finish on this is not sweet at all. It's uh, it's very tannic. I guess that's the word. So it's very tannic. It's not sweet. It's very leathery. I don't know how leather tastes or smells. I know how it smells, but I don't know how it tastes. But if I were to guess, it would taste like this because it would not be sweet. It would just be a very leathery smell. I don't know how to put it. What's next, guys? What else should I open now? I have the Bauman Brothers. This is from Virginia. This is Virginia straight bourbon. I've never tried Virginia straight bourbon whiskey. 39. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Sean and Mr. Fuentes. This is the 391. This is Harpoven's barrel pick. He picked it when we first started it, and this was our second ever barrel pick as Whiskey Library. So I'm going to try it. This is actually my second time trying this because even when we got the barrel pick, I did not open a bottle, and I just I just didn't open it. I just never opened it, and this was my barrel pick all along. Harpoven's barrel pick, and here we go. Gotta clean the glass. Now time to clean my palate. I'm so grateful for the 7 people who are watching right now. Uh, I don't know. It's a lot of fun tasting different bourbons with you guys, and I would like us growing. So cheers to that. Cheers to the water. Drink more water. Barrow 391, my second take on it so far. It's all gone. There's none left. Um, it didn't sell out as fast as some of the other bourbons, but it's all gone. And this will be the last 391 barrel that I'll get to taste. If our Pawan was here, he would be very happy because he loves the 391. He says that it's very scotchy and he likes scotch whiskey. He likes Isla Scotch too. So that's the peated scotch. So yeah. I was actually convincing them to let me open some Bardstown in the back because we have some Bardstown Discovery series and stuff. In the back, we haven't added that to Whiskey Library yet, like officially to purchase. But I was convincing them to like let me open it. Oh wow, it's very hot. It burns. It burns a lot. Eh, it's okay. I still stand my ground. People like this a lot. Not my thing though. Not my cup of tea. It's a cask strength bourbon, and in my opinion, it's a little too hot for me. Shannon, so this won't be my last time. And when I come to Vegas, I want you to do a barrel pick with me, at Frey Ranch. So we'll meet at Frey Ranch, and then we'll drive there, and we can drive to your house, and you can show me your collection of whiskey, and we can do a Friday night pour with Shannon in person. Okay, let me try adding some water. Gotta be careful. I don't want to add too much. Yeah, actually, since it's more hot, since it's hotter than I would like, I think adding some water would make this really nice. So It's not as hot anymore, but you know what? It reminds me of this guy right here. It reminds me of this bottle. Very similar. It's not very sweet. It's very scotchy. And that's what I said about this one. And that's what Harpon said last time he tasted about 3 months back. This one. So it's very scotchy, not sweet, and it has a finish of leather. I mean, this is basically identical to the J. Rieger. It's just not cask strength, I guess. Yeah, J. Rieger, I don't think it's cask strength. Yeah, which would make sense. No, actually, the start isn't like J. Rieger. It's a little different than that. the The taste itself is not like J. Rieger. The smell is, it's pretty fruity on the smell, but it tastes very leathery and very Scotch type. Let's see who's watching. Two people watching from X, from Twitter. I didn't know we had a following on Twitter. Um, I'm happy to see that though. 391 is done. I will save this for Harpawan because he likes this, so I will save this for him. Um, which one do you guys want me to taste next now? So I've got the Sagamore Rye. I really want to taste this because I love this as a daily sipper. I've got some Hill Rock, some Trailsin, some Bauman Brothers, some Rieger, which I tasted. So I'll put this in the back. Some Fry Ranch or Frey Ranch. I don't know how to pronounce it. And then some samples from Iron Smoke, from Field and Sound, Boone County, World Whiskey Society, Doc Holiday 416, my favorite barrel ever. Bauman. Perfect. You like new bottles, huh? Fuentes, Mr. Fuentes, you want me to open this one? And open I will. Bauman Brothers, Virginia bourbon. My first time ever trying a Virginia bourbon. So cheers to that. Let me clean my glass. I don't want any leftover scotch notes. So I'll be cleaning the glass. Perfect. I should fix my hair. I should probably get a haircut for the next Friday night pour with Richard from Long Island Spirits. Um, cheers. So here goes Bauman Brothers. Cheers. Look at how greasy that is. That's like straight up oil. I don't know what corn they use in this. Might be a very produced by A. Smith Bauman Distillery. They don't mention anywhere where it's distilled. I don't know if it's distilled in Virginia or is it distilled in Indiana and then aged in Virginia or bottled by Bauman Brothers. Let me check. Is Bauman Brothers uh, distilling producer? Let's check. Oh wow, they actually distill their own stuff, and they're owned by Buffalo Trace. So they're owned by Sazerac, and that's what it is. It's a little hot. It's not too hot though. Not getting much on the nose. Yeah. Maybe it's just a low proof bourbon for me. Too low of a proof. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of notes here. It's just a very corn heavy bourbon. That's all I say. Not my cup of tea. Or my cup of bourbon. Whew. Some people might like it though. I don't want to say any bad things about any distilleries because people take a lot of pride and people spend years and it's the craft. It's like saying I don't like this painting because it's not my cup of tea. Maybe you just don't see it or whatever. Um, Different people have different palates depending on what they like to eat and what they've grown up eating. So you guys tell me what's next. There's Boone County. There's also the gin. There's also Taconic. I could try some Taconic tonight. I could try some gin. I could go for some gin because I like gin a lot. I like gin better than bourbon sometimes. Depends on my mood. Your wife requests to try some gin. Okay, I'll try some gin because I love gin, man. It's so good. It's floral and it's just perfect for me. I like that light floral note. It almost smells like perfume. The first time I tried gin, it was from gunpowder gin, and I think this is also gunpowder, but with gunpowder tea. Never mind. This is not gunpowder. This is Drumshanbo, and this is very popular actually in the gin world because I'm in all the gin communities because I'm a big gin aficionado. When I'm not in the bourbon world. But yeah, let me try some. Oh, you guys see my stickers here? You guys see my stickers? My laptop is filled with whiskey library stickers. This is our Doc Holiday stickers. Shannon, actually, since you like Doc Holiday, I think if you don't have one, I should send you one of these. And this is our Independence Day sticker. This is our Father's Day sticker. So we make a lot of stickers, and it's a lot of fun. That's the fun thing we do. That's the one fun thing we do. Other than the Friday night pour and everything else that we do. Italian fig and laurel. Italian fig. That sounds really good. I need to clean the glass because, no offense, I don't think gin and bourbon should go together. Perfect. Doc Holiday stickers for the win, man. I have a giant sticker on here, which is the Independence Day sticker. Perfect. Gotta clean my palate now. Get ready for the fun part, which is tasting the gin. I'm just kidding. I have a lot of fun trying bourbons. I don't know why my nose is a little congested tonight, so I might not be able to pick up a lot of the notes that I should have on the other nights, but that's okay. Before I leave, I am going to, however, try the 416 barrel pick because it's just my favorite. And let's try the gin now. You know what I love about gins? It's not just the smell, but look at this. So you shake it, and then you see the way it comes down on the glass. The sticker is kind of blocking it, but you could still see it. It's very oily, very greasy. I can smell the floral note here. Smells like a perfume. Wow, this is really good. Matter of fact, I think we should put this on Whiskey Library. I am going to put it on Whiskey Library tonight, just for sale, because I want to be selling good stuff like this. It's really good. I don't know the notes. It's just floral notes. It's just I'm drinking flowers. I'm drinking I'm drinking the fragrance stuff. I'm maybe drinking some hand wash because the hand wash that I use has these exact notes on the nose, but it's like drinking those. So, but I like it somehow. So, it's nice. A lot of flowers. Should we open a gin library? I think that would be nice. Having a gin library. Perfect. Now, before I leave, I'm going to open up Doc Holiday 416, my favorite barrel. I think there's one remaining. Um so much nut, cashew nuts, almonds. You know what? There's this. So I used to be a bartender, and I used to use this. I think it's an almond liqueur. It's called the Serrano. Now that I have a store, I can just show you guys. That's the best part. I can just show you guys what I'm talking about. So, I think the liqueurs are here. We just moved them today. So this one right here, the Serrano. This is an almond liqueur, I think. But it used to taste really good. And the smell on the Dakar 416 is very similar to the almond liqueur that I'm talking about. So we used to use it in the dessert cocktails we used to make. Oh my god, that's really good. It just covers your tongue, and the finish is also very Nutella type. It has a hazelnut nutty finish, and the taste itself is dried fruit and some nuts, and that's what I used to eat as a kid for snacks. My mom used to tell me almonds are good for your brain, so brings a nostalgia. Wow, this is really good. And with that, I'm going to put an end to this live stream. Unfortunately, I would like to do this for hours and hours, and I will on most days, but today is just a busy day because I have to move all of this, close down the store. Right now, it's 8:30 p.m. in New York. I'm sure it's what 5:30 in Nevada. Is it 3 hours back? Not sure. I'm a little buzzed as well. So, cheers to that. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Shannon. Look at this beautiful store. And there's that tasting stand. We're just gonna make it beautiful, and I'm going to post a video on YouTube of our vlog of just getting the store and talking about what all we had to go through to get the store. And thank you, Sean. It might not have been my best live yet because I was just not able to pick up some notes, and maybe not the best bottles of collection here. It was kind of a hurried live. Usually I do a lot more, but at least I have the store now, so I can do a lot more things. In the back, I want to make a podcast studio, some more things maybe, invite some guests, some master distillers and stuff. But I won't spill too much because I want to surprise you guys with some good stuff. Thank you, Mr. Fuentes. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Sean. There was another person that I usually never see on the chat, and I'm so grateful that you joined the community and you joined in. Their name is Jeff P. Thank you so much. And Mike, we miss you. Thank you, man. Bye bye.